Bright Sparks.
Coming to my hometown on my turf thinking you're going to beat me? No way.
3 big shots.
It will mean a lot to me to beat the Bright Sparks. They're cheeky little devils and they deserve to lose.
1 business guru.
I can't see this product. What does it look like? How's it going to work? What is it? I don't understand.
2 new products.
I like the triangle idea best so far.
25 expert judges.
That was really disgusting.
But only one team can win. Beat the boss.
I'm Sarah Khan and this is Beat the Boss, the show where you play the best business brains at their own game. 3 bright sparks compete against 3 big shots to create a brand new product for the children's market. The question is, who knows what you really want? We've had the whoopee cushion, we've had the stink bomb, but now our teams must create a brand new joke product to make you laugh loudest. Aiming to beat the boss are 3 budding business brains, the Bright Sparks: Shawn, Holly and Callum. Taekwondo black belt Shawn won't be afraid to kick the bosses into touch.
We can prove that kids can do things that adults can't.
High-flying Holly doesn't think much of the opposition.
They were kids in the Stone Age and we've got no idea what we want.
And badminton whiz kid Callum has a warning for the adults.
If I had a little bit of advice for the big shots, it would be, watch out, the kids are about.
Hoping to knock the sparkle out of the Bright Sparks are the big shots: Tom, Calypso and Alan. Stockbroker Tom is the money man.
In the stock market, you're dealing with millions and millions of pounds every single hour of the day. I think I can take on a couple of 12-year-olds.
Calypso is the creator of Clippy Kit bags, a must-have for top celebs.
I'm very competitive, I always have been, and I really want to win this challenge.
Last of the big shots is award-winning salesman Alan.
I've got the experience, I've got the knowledge. It's going to be easy. We're going to beat them hands down.
The big shots have over 30 years of business experience, but they know nothing about what you like. The Bright Spots have 0 business experience, but they know what you want. Our 2 teams are waiting nervously as they are about to receive their brief and find out what they'll be designing. OK, guys. Hello. How are you feeling? OK, well, I'm here to deliver your Beat the Boss brief. Your brief is to create a new practical joke product.
Excellent. Oh,
yeah,
that's good. Yeah.
It must be easy to use and it must have children in stitches.
That is brilliant.
It'll be easy.
Have you got any initial ideas?
We've got tons. We got the electric handshake, we got the squirted flower.
So what do you think your chances are of beating the adults?
We're kids, we're going to win this for the kids. It's like them coming to our home ground and trying to beat us. Never gonna happen.
OK, it's time for you to do your market research. You've got to go out there and see what products are already on sale. Make sure you get it right, otherwise the joke's going to be on you. You really got to get into the mindset of what it's like to be a kid again and also what it's like to be a prankster. The teams are competing to design a brand new practical joke, but the market is chock-a-block with gags. The children must now get on with their market research to find out what pranks already exist, as their challenge is to come up with a brand new joke product.
Whoa! It looks so real. Is that superstar? That's like a good squirty ring. That's a classic.
My favourite thing in the joke's out was slime. When you sneeze, it looks like you've just, had a big gob full of snot at,
Oh!
Shove it
Oh, look at this fart machine. Oh! Let's have a look at this then. See what happens. That reeks.
That is brutal.
Whilst the Bright Sparks take a hands-on approach to their market research, the big shots are visiting a theme park. They're going there in the hope it will tickle their funny bones and give them some top tips on which practical jokes make you chuckle.
Once we got into the fairground, the lads immediately spotted the dragon ride, which went very fast and upside down, and I thought, I'm certainly not doing that.
Oh, we go!
Calypso backed out the big chicken that she actually is, so we decided to get her back after that.
We set her up on the merry-go-round, which on the surface of things looked rather harmless. See this right behind you? It's got your name written all over it. Off you go. But in reality, there was a little hidden trick in it.
No! I'm gonna get you two back for this! No!
And it was that it splashed water halfway through.
She didn't go on the last ride, so we had to stitch her up, so she's all wet now.
My feet are wet.
Are they? Well, you could have chosen the sinister ride, but you said you had to be a girl.
And that is your punishment.
Stitching Calypso up was great because it actually got me in the mindset of a child.
Whilst the big shots are clearly getting to know what makes you laugh, the bright spots are about to test some pranks on the public in the hope that it will give them ideas for their own joke product.
The first thing that we tested out was the remote control rat, and I thought it was really going to work.
Hey, look, there's an old woman coming out. Quick, do it across, do it across.
People were actually laughing at us and we felt like right idiots.
Everyone could tell it was fake and we just looked at us as if to say, what are them traps doing?
The rat was too big. I mean, what kind of rat is that fat? Honestly.
Next to be put to the test is the pump-action jumping spider.
Shawn, put it in between.
No.
Yeah, come on. If you don't, I will.
The spider that we did second, I think we have the most fun because we're like all sneaking around trying to put it in people's trolleys.
Well, why don't you put it on that woman's shoulder? Don't.
But it didn't work because it didn't look realistic at all.
Sometimes it didn't jump. People were looking at us like idiots, but we did actually scare a couple of people and freak some people out.
That's fun.
The adults are hoping to get inspiration for their product by playing children's practical jokes on each other. And Calypso has a stitch-up for her teammates.
I think, splatterpulse.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
They set me on the whizzer, and I was very brave, and I got very wet, and my challenge to them was splatterpult.
Thank you. Thank you. Cheers.
They got really competitive and really fighting it out.
He got a full frontal hit right in my face.
Yes!
And I was rather drenched, but in the 11th hour, I pulled one home to make it a draw.
Ah, yes! I had you there.
While the big shots are beginning to understand what makes you laugh, the bright spots just have one product left to test out.
Put the fart machine in the trouser pocket, and then when someone goes up to it, click the button, and there you go. Get a good pair of trousers.
What about them green ones?
Them green. Shawn.
We put it in these trouser pockets and hid, and we're all trying to whisper and trying to stop laughing.
Gilly, the orange top just farted.
Well, really good because these people were just looking at clothes and then all they had is a big fart and then Callum come out with something like, an orange just like went off, hold your nose.
The adults are hoping that picking the brains of some young pranksters will provide them with ideas for their joke product.
Hi!
children.
What's your favourite type of joke then? What really makes you laugh?
You get a carrot, you hold it, so they think it's your thumb, cover it in a tea towel or something, and then buy it off and get that crunching sound.
What about some scars you could put on that look really real? Like, oh my God, I hurt myself, look, I'm bleeding. Something like that?
Yeah.
We want explosives.
Electric shocks.
Blood.
Pain.
Slime.
They like to hurt people.
It's time for the brainstorm. Both teams now need to come up with ideas for a brand new joke product. The adults put their thinking caps on, but the children have other things on their mind.
How did your market research go?
Well, it honestly went very well. That's very, very funny indeed.
Yeah.
My hunch is we need to go for the surprise element, the shock element.
Just have a picture for the experience.
Well, go on.
A bang, a a loud noise.
Turn it on.
While the bright spots have been wasting precious time, have the big shots been doing any better?
Hello? Well, I can see you've got some stuff down on paper, but not very much. How are you getting on?
Yeah, pretty good. I think we've narrowed it down. We've got things. It's not very much, but it's very specific to the needs of the children.
Well, you've narrowed it down to age 6 to 12. A couple of words about shock and supervise. I can't see this product. What does it look like? How's it going to work? What is it? I don't understand. You have got no time. Absolutely no time. Get it down on paper. I have to see it, please.
Well, I can't believe what's going on in there. They've got so many ideas all over the place. They've got nothing down on paper. I think they've spent far too long enjoying themselves on those rides. I'm really worried. While the adults go round in circles, the children are finally getting down to some work and are using their favourite joke product, the fart machine, for inspiration.
They press the button.
Gas comes out and obviously.
Oh, yeah, like a smell.
We could disguise it as an object.
An everyday object. Like
Yeah,
what
that
everyone
people
uses, like
use
a
it.
TV remote or something like that.
Everybody's got MP3 players these days. Could disguise it as one of them. But
That's a
what
good
could we
idea.
call it?
What about smell pod?
The F-pod.
Coming up with an idea for the fart pod, F-pod, I felt really good because I think in myself the adults haven't got anything as good as this.
Or have they?
OK, guys, what's your idea?
It's a diary, but it's not your ordinary diary. What we're appealing to is the inherent curiosity of people.
Excellent.
Imagine you walk into a room, you look around and you just have a sneak peek, and up jumps the most ferocious creature. It will be associated with most excruciating, painful noise.
Like what? What's it sound like?
Do you want to have a sample?
Yes.
Are we ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Crikey, what a racket! I think you've got the basis of a great idea. Well done, and I'll see you later.
The big shots have pulled it out of the bag, but will it be enough to beat the bright sparks?
OK, so how have we got on now?
We've actually got a good design.
Right,
Yeah.
what is it then?
It's like a fart machine, as we've got here, but instead it's disguising on one of those like big MP3 players.
OK, well that sounds like a good idea. And what about the packaging?
It's got to be eye-catching.
Yeah,
It's got to have
definitely.
bright colours, no black or pink.
It's got to have a bit of pink.
No, it has not got to have a bit of pink.
A lad's gonna walk around and see a big pink is gonna
Yeah,
go,
it's
oh,
gonna
that's
go,
girly.
OK, well I think you've come up with a really, really good idea, but you do have to think about the packaging and the name for the product, all right? The market research for both teams is now over.
The bright spots have come up with the F-pod, a fart machine that looks like an MP3 player. The big shots have designed a diary which screams and has a creature jump out when you open it.
Both products have potential, but at this stage it's a very open race.
Smithies, the UK's leading distributor of joke products, will help turn our team's designs into fully working models. The company is run by the king of practical jokes himself, Ray Peckett. Before the teams pitch their ideas to the company, they get to meet each other for the first time.
Ready to meet your maker?
Coming to my hometown on my turf thinking you're gonna beat me? No way.
They're not intimidated by our height, our presence, our ideas. And I kind of like them. I really like a good competition. I like the fight in the dark.
I came down from Scotland just to beat you, and it's going to be easy.
Alan is nice, but you can tell he's got fear in his face.
But our teams must quit their bickering as it's time to present to the head of the company.
Heads it is.
The big shots win the toss, but is Ray going to like their idea?
See you, princess.
That's us
Don't you
walking
worry
up.
about that, you're going down. Come on, man.
Imagine this scenario.
I've got my brand new diary, very exciting, writing all my girly things about all the boys and all the jewellery and makeup I want to buy. I leave the room, hoping my diary will be safe, and in come my 2 friends.
And those 2 friends, they're not as discreet as you would expect from a gentleman like yourself. So when they open the diary, it opens up and goes, ah!
Okay, yeah, it's got some mileage in that. Have you got some drawings or something a bit more detailed than what you just showed me?
I've sketched the diary. I thought it was important to have my secret diary written on the front and then maybe things stamped on it, like hands off, so it really tempts someone to open it up and have a look at the secrets inside.
At this stage, I'd have thought you'd have sort of worked up the brand. You could do with a cartoon drawing to actually show the book actually being opened and the springs coming out. I think you better go to the art department now, because with the time that's left available, you've got an uphill struggle on your hands.
That was a rough one.
Yeah, I don't think that went too well.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give that a 2.
They loved us.
They loved us. Just a little squirt. So, how's it going? Do you want to give up yet?
No.
You'll behind it terrifying in there. He'll give you a really hard time. He thought we were great.
Oh, I bet he hated your idea. He was just trying to be nice. If he bought your product, he'll only be to start a fire with.
I think the Bright Sparks might crack under pressure because they're not used to dealing with an individual like Ray. It'll be interesting to see if they can handle the pressure.
Let's do it as a team and let's win this. Let's win this for kids all around the world.
It's time for the Bright Sparks to present their idea to Ray. Will they handle the pressure?
We've got something that could revolutionise the joke shop industry. We call it the F-Pod and we gave it a slogan, it's fartastic.
It's basically a fart machine that is disguised as an MP3 player, so you can just go up to your friends and go, oh, do you want to listen to my new tune? And then as soon as we press play, you'll hear a massive...
I like the idea. It's, don't get me wrong, but to actually use a name like F-Pod is a good possibility we'll be in court with the iPod manufacturers, and I'm not prepared to end up being fined a lot of money by knocking off their product.
But to go down like this, it's going to be a hard blow for us.
That's the hard facts of life. Go away, redesign the look of it, and come up with a new name.
I don't know what just happened. We were doing so well and somehow this has just popped up. We've really lost everything.
It's Shawn because he spent a lot of time thinking. I mean, he came up with the slogan and he came up with how it works.
I came in so confident and look us now.
So what will the Bright Sparks do? The big shots are going into the art department to work on the packaging for their diary. But will they be able to come up with a name that sells it?
I think Screaming Diary is better than Skull Diary.
I would agree. We've come up with the name of the diary, which is the Screaming Diary, and we've come up with the logos we're going to put on it. I quite like that, actually.
I kind of like that. It's got that...
It's kind of jagged edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like that. It's going to be a skull on the front with a sleeve, so that when people actually look at the product on the shelf, they know exactly what they're getting.
While the big shots designs are coming together, the Bright Sparks are thinking up new shapes for their product.
And triangle. So
I like triangle.
Triangle as number 1. Shall we have a circle?
Yeah,
Actually, I like the circle better.
I like the triangle idea best so far.
I like the circle.
Circle.
I'm going with the circle.
Well, that's sorted.
Hi there, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to...
Now it's time to test some screams.
I like the scream at the beginning.
I like the scream at the beginning.
Yeah?
With the big shots designs almost complete, it's the Bright Sparks' turn in the art department. They must develop the shape and colour of their product, which now has a new name.
The FP3. It's Farting Player 3.
That's good.
It's quite simple and it's a circle shape. The art department here was wicked. If you put our imagination to Ben's skills with a computer, it's going to look good.
That.
Yeah. Can you just actually delete that one?
No.
Yeah, I'm not having pink.
Holly is obsessed with pink. Luckily, we banned pink.
Do you think it's because it's too female?
Yeah, because it's
sexist.
Blue is everything that a girl and a boy would like.
My sister likes blue.
I understand that.
Blue isn't masculine. It's not feminine. It's a bit in the middle, so it's not being sexist in any way.
and it's just perfect for what we're looking for.
I think we're working quite well together, although we do gang up on me a bit sometimes.
We can work together, it's just that sometimes she's a teeny-weeny... All right, then she's bossy.
OK, then. So if we're all happy with this design, let's drop your logo onto that now.
That just looks absolutely perfect.
When I saw it come to life, it looked amazing. I didn't expect it to be that good, but computers can do anything these days, can't they?
The products are being made, but what does Ray think of them?
The big shots, they had a good idea. They've worked hard on it. The Bright Sparks, they had a fairly good idea as well. And I think probably out of the two, the adults are probably going to be the winners on this. I rather fancy their product more than the Bright Sparks one.
It's the day of the big decision, and the teams are arriving at the Beat the Boss HQ to find out who has won the Beat the Boss trophy and to see for the very first time their finished products.
To win today would be massive. We're like winning the cup final.
It will mean a lot to me to beat the Bright Sparks. They're cheeky little devils and they deserve to lose.
My message to the adults is quit while you're ahead.
I'm really excited about today. It's the first time we're going to see our product and just can't wait.
To beat the big shots today would be a great achievement, because at the moment they're acting like they're the Queen's family, and I just think they deserve to get battered.
With the experience and the level of excellence that we've achieved throughout our careers, I think it would be unfathomable that we're going to lose today.
Now, for the first time, you're going to see your finished products. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Come on. OK, this is your product. There you go.
Oh, doesn't it look fantastic?
It does.
And you definitely want to go and look in there, wouldn't you?
would,
So
yeah.
Here we go.
You open it up.
Moment of truth.
Tea out.
I think that scream was amazing.
Yeah. This skull, that's great how it just jumps out there.
Is it what you expected?
I think it's better than expected. I think it looks fantastic, yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
Well, you obviously love your product, but what does your competition think? Guys, what do you think of their product?
Shocking.
Are you a bit scared now you've seen this?
No, because I hate to say it, but I actually think the adults are more of a joke than the product.
She's on a mission, that young lady over there. The time has come for you now. Are you ready to see your product?
Yes, come on, stop torturing us.
OK, here goes. Here's your big moment. This is your product. Have a look.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Oh,
it's
trying both in.
That is
It's everything it's got everything we wanted.
Oh, gobsmacked, it's excellent. 10 times better, a million times better actually than I ever expected.
This is like really funky and modern and
Yeah,
stuff.
and the nice colours. I mean, if you look at that, looks like an old-fashioned book. And ours looks
Yeah.
like a nice, you know, because it's what we're using now.
What do you think, guys? Tom?
Boring as a fart. Looks good. There's no delivery.
OK, well, that's what you think of your products, but what did your target market think? If you take a seat, we'll find out. We asked 25 8 to 12-year-olds to test the products and decide which team should win the Beat the Boss trophy. First to be tested is the Big Shots product, the Screaming Diary.
I would probably buy this because I like the colours of it.
It would look definitely better in pink. All the girls started screaming.
Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Give me some good. Come on, come on, come on.
It was scary at first. Yeah, but then, like, when we did it again, then it got a bit boring. I would do it on my family for like a joke.
Okay, Mr. Boring.
It freaks me out more than grubs. It was like a wicked trick, but it was really horrible at the same time.
Watch it and weave. Watch it and weave, little boys.
What will the judges make of the Bright Spots product, the FP3 player?
Easy. That was really disgusting. I would like to test it out with my brother.
eye-catching because, like, really bright colours.
Now she's got some sense.
Yeah.
I would buy it because I like playing practical jokes on people. If they put this in the shop, I think they would all be gone by the end of the day.
They love us! They love us! Because we're kids.
The F stands for fart. After a while, it started to get a bit boring.
Yeah.
Hey, Danielle, you want to listen to one of my songs? It was really embarrassing because everyone thought it was me, but it was really this machine.
So will the judges vote the Screaming Diary or the FP3 player the best practical joke?
Okay, so that's what our judges thought, but who did they vote as the overall winner? I have the results right here in my hand, okay? The winner of the Beat the Boss trophy for the best practical joke and winning by 20 votes to 5 are the
Congratulations!
We did it!
I can't believe it! No! Oh, well done, Bright Sparks! Congratulations!
Okay, there you go.
Oh, wow.
What's it feel like to beat the bosses?
Oh, it feels amazing, absolutely.
Great. Well, listen, there's a limousine waiting for you outside to whisk you away.
Cool.
And I'm afraid, you guys, it's the bus home for you.
The bus! You gotta get the bus!
Come on, guys.
Champion! Champion!
Yeah!
Oh, wow.
Guys, well done, you beat the boss. Holly, how are you feeling?
It's fantastic because we've proved to adults that we're just as good.
Still trying to sink in. Oh, we've done it though. We have beat the boss and we have proved that we are the best.
Big shots might have the business experience, but they don't have the brains, so I buy adults.
Having lost to the Bright Sparks, I know for a fact that I'm not going to go into the practical joke market.
I can't put it into words. I'm absolutely despondent. As long as you have a good, clean fight and the better team wins, that's a good match.
From National Sales Award winner to Big Shot loser. Doesn't get any worse than that.
The bus! The bus! You're going on the bus! The bus! The bus!